One thing we did this year for Christmas that I really enjoyed was give out Christmas gift certificates. So each family member got gift certificates based on things that's on their wish list. I then happened to choose to request cornbread casserole. And so for his gift certificate, he got a cornbread casserole that he can turn in at any point, and we would provide that meal for him within 24 hours. So here I am making his favorite meal. Now, the thing that I loved about this is although Christmas is definitely a time where we enjoy being with each other, we enjoy our family travels during the holidays, but as these kids get older, it is much harder choosing gifts that really make sense. And I mean, I do have to say, I'm so grateful that none of them have some great needs that they're waiting for Christmas. And so doing these Christmas gift certificates was genius. We played a game that was Christmas Wishlist about 2 to 3 weeks before Christmas. And on that game, I pretty much had rapid fire questions. So it was like, what were 3 items you would want from a thrift store? What are 2 items that are just a gift and love from the heart? And so for Ivan's, one of his items that was just a gift of action and service and love from the heart was to have cornbread casserole. So here we are. Now, as you can see, I have put all my ingredients in. Now, cornbread casserole is not a super popular dish. And let me tell you, for us women, 40 plus, no, it is not the highest protein dish. But I definitely add some things to make it be more high content in protein than what it ever was before. So previously, I would use sugar. It would just be your ground beef. But as you may have seen, I make sure that with the ground beef, I added some chicken stock, the broth, because it helps add additional protein there and it keeps the cornbread casserole moist. As you can see, I had already added all my seasonings, but a big thing I do add is cottage cheese. If you follow along, you know I put cottage cheese in just about everything now because whenever I need to add additional protein, that adds up. Believe it or not, it really does add up. So the key to cornbread casserole is actually keeping it moist while sweet and tasting great. As you see, I added the cream of corn in there, and now we are ready to pour. All of our ingredients have been placed. By the way, if you want this recipe, just type recipe below and I will happily send it over to you. But going back to the casserole, so I have put our base in of our mixture. Now I'm adding our protein. Notice I did not remove any of that stock. I know it sounds very juicy, but it is so good in there. Then I add my top layer and smooth it all out, which the beautiful thing about it is that this meal actually lasts for, at least in our home with 3 teenagers and a husband that eats like the teenagers too. I mean, this meal should last us for 2 days. I mean, when I make dinners, my hope is that it also is a lunch. We are a homeschool family, work from home family, and so we do eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner all at home. So when I can make big meals like this that will last and serve us for more than just one meal, I am so happy to do so. I went ahead and add our top layer of the cheese, which will eventually give it our crisp. That kind of makes it a nice hard crunch for your cornbread casserole. Now, I go ahead and put it in the oven. As you can see, maybe not, that oven is set on 350. It sits in the oven for a good 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes even longer. I always test the middle to see. Now, here I am pulling it out the oven. You probably can hear my family around me is excited.
I get a quarter of that, right?
Yes, there is a whole conversation about how much Ivan gets. Ivan thought that he was going to get this entire cornbread casserole, and the family was like, this is a meal that everybody gets, even though it's your gift certificate. So there was plenty of discussion around it. But cornbread casserole for the win. While it is not the highest protein meal, it is actually still a good substantial amount of protein and filling and lasts for a couple of days.